probably a 2.75 or 3-star rating based off of how I view romance. Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a book review on Abby Jimenez, her book of Part of Your World. Now, I have to admit, sorry, my hair, you guys know the drill. My hair just has a mind of her own. I'm trying to tame her a bit. I'm aware that everyone is a massive fan of her writing, and she is a good storyteller, so I want to make it clear that I do like her. I just don't love anything yet, and Part of Your World was definitely something that it took me a very long time to get into, which is why I was not able to read anything else throughout the summer that was written by her. I almost DNF'd the novel about halfway through, and I'm aware that some people might disagree, but I did have a lot going on, so that might be part of it. Like, my world was changing pretty drastically. But regardless, anyway, the point is that I do enjoy her writing. I would give this book probably a 2.75 or 3-star rating based off of how I view romance and also how I have always read romance novels throughout my life. So this isn't to compare to the other authors that I've read. It's just saying that I definitely like more mature writing when it comes to romance novels, or I like completely, totally unhinged smut. So I don't really like the in-between. For your tropes, this is definitely like, and don't mind me, I'm learning what tropes are. I would say that this is an opposites attract, it's imbalanced dynamics, it's the off-limits crush, and it's second chance love. Now, I'm going to start off with a few things that I really didn't like about the novel. The female characters and friendships. Again, that gave me very high school vibes. Friends I truly didn't love, and I couldn't tell if that was something to do with her world, if that was like part of how she grew up and what her society was like, and maybe that's why she was so drawn to Daniel and to Daniel's town, which now I'm recognizing that maybe that was all part of the process. Like I said, I was going through a lot when I read this, but my point is that everything felt very catty, very immature. These women were not women's women. It's very surface level friendships, and I think I've explained before that I really like to look for women characters that support women and are truly good friends, because I do believe that women need to be shown more of that in society than the alternative, which is those surface friendships, those, mean girl kind of energy. The second thing that really bothered me about this novel was the emotionally abusive relationship with Neil, and how her parents like really just didn't care about that piece of the puzzle because they only cared about image. And again, I understand that this might be part of her world and part of like how things are, and I just really didn't bother her parents that she was very unhappy, very unsettled, and also in an emotionally abusive relationship for sure. Really struggled with that piece, that it was just like this fight between dad and daughter that she needed to choose the doctor. When I read a romance novel, like I said, I either like completely off, like unhinged, kind of tacky, but like wild in the romance department, kind of unbelievable, or I like a very mature stories. And I do feel this was more on the in-between, and maybe that's why people really like it. But there was nothing that gave me a wow factor as to why she chose Daniel. And again, this is like, I'm a country girl that always been intrigued and under the allure of men from the city. So for the opposite to take place, kind of like, it just wasn't believable to me. So that's very romantic and it was very sweet. I just wasn't like into that. Now, the things that I did love about the novel was Brianna and Alex's friendship. Obviously, I loved that Daniel was kind of like her piece, and going to that town was her piece. I do love that she ended up listening to herself and choosing what was right for her, and understand that not every novel is going to be applicable to real life, and that this was a story and stuff like that. It's just that unless it's completely unhinged, I want it to be kind of relatable and believable. And I just didn't feel that this did that for me. This kind of missed the mark for me. So overall rating, I'd give, like I said, 2.75 or 3 stars out of 5. So that's my review. I hope, that didn't upset or offend anybody. And that's just my own personal opinion. If you guys think I should give it another go, give it another read, try to look at it from a different perspective, definitely let me know. I'm trying to actually cross into romantasy, so I heard that is like next level. So I am going to be tap into that as we head into the fall season. So yeah.